Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to the online class of Sri Gokulam Public School. This is Nida ma'am with you, and we are into yet another wonderful English class. So my dear darlings, we were discussing about verbs. By now, you are very thorough with what verbs are, and let us just quickly refresh on what we have studied. We said that verbs are action words. They also denote a state of feeling or emotion, and verbs are also very important to connect or to link the subject with the noun or the pronoun in a sentence. So this is what we have studied about verbs. Just as we were explaining, verbs denote actions or emotions or state of being. Now, is there a connection between the subject and the verb? Definitely there is, because it primarily explains to us about what the subject is doing. Hence, the subject-verb agreement or the connection as it is explained in grammar is very, very important. According to the subject, the verb should be used. Now, let us at this point also quickly refresh on what we have studied on nouns and pronouns. Now, what is the subject of the sentence? Subject of the sentence is an noun or a pronoun. We have already studied that nouns and pronouns are in singular form and in plural form. So my dear children, let me ask you one question. Is there a singular verb and a plural verb? Definitely there is. Most commonly we write plural nouns adding an s or an es to the singular noun. Now, straight opposite to that is the way we write verbs. Verbs are always written with s in singular form and without s in plural form. This is a very, very important point to be remembered and used. If there is a mistake in this, then your entire sentence is grammatically wrong. So what is it, my dear children, I have just told you? When you are using a singular verb, it comes with an s. When you are using a plural verb, it comes without an s. Let me give you some examples. Maya is singular, so the verb along to be used is with s. So Maya says, Maya talks, Maya sings. Now suppose if there is more children, they sing, they talk, they dance. Have you understood? So a verb with s is singular and without s is plural. Just the opposite of nouns. Okay, so just remember that in your mind whenever you are using verbs. Now, let me just explain to you some rules and regulations, very simple rules and regulations to be used when we are making a sentence with the subject and the verb. Okay. Now the first and foremost important rule or point to be remembered is that whenever we are using a singular subject, the verb should also be singular. Let me repeat that once again. Subject is always noun or a pronoun. So when you are using a singular noun or a pronoun, the verb should also be singular verb. This rule or this agreement or connection should always be maintained. Clear? Now I have just told you how verbs are used, that is with s and without s. Now let us take the example of the linking verbs or the auxiliary verbs like am, is, are, was, were, etc. Has, have, had, do, does, etc. Now in this, now just look at this table. This table clearly explains to us that am and is singular, has is singular and does is singular. Then what is the plural form of it? Plural form of it is are is plural, have is plural and do is plural. This table has to be remembered properly and clearly. So let me just explain this with some few examples. Now look at these sentences. I am studying English. So here I is a singular subject. So what is the verb to be used? Am. Always with I we are using am. Now these sentences, just frame it in some other way. She is studying English. They are studying English. So then the verb changes. When you use they, the verb changes. They are studying English. Now next one. She has a red frock. Maya has a red frock. Gina has a red frock. When you make it into plural, they have a red frock. We have a red frock. So that changes happens over there. So that connection should be there. According to the subject, the verb also changes. Subject is singular, verb is singular. Subject is plural, then verb is also plural. Next one. He does his homework regularly. He does his homework regularly. So does is singular. He and does. Does is singular. Now suppose if you want to make it into plural, then how will you say? They do their homework regularly. We do our homework regularly. She does her homework regularly. Mohan does his homework regularly. So have you understood, children? So it is singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. Very simple to remember. And when you are using the action words, how will we use it? Singular and plural verb. Singular verb is with S and plural verb is without S. So that point also you should remember. The second rule to be studied is that collective nouns. We have studied collective nouns, right? When we are talking about a group of nouns, we use it as collective nouns. And there are many examples which you have already studied in your previous classes. Can you tell me some collective nouns? Yes, bouquet, army, band, then constellation, herd. Many examples are there. Now, when collective nouns, although it is a group of nouns, when we are using collective nouns, the verb is singular. Why the verb is singular when we are using collective nouns? I will explain to you. Collective nouns are used as a single idea or single thought. Okay? All the cows together, we are calling it as herd of cows. So it is all together one single name we are giving. All the people working in the military field together, we are calling them as army. All the musicians together we are calling them as band or choir. Okay, so all the stars together we are calling it as constellation. So all is taken and one name is given to it. So we take that as a singular subject. Even though it is group of words, we take it as a singular subject. So singular subject will have singular verb. It's a rule which we already studied. So collective nouns, when we are using, we have to use singular verb. So, let us go through some examples. Just two simple examples I will give it to you. The crowd is getting restless. Is. Crowd is a collective noun. So, is getting restless. Next, the army has reached the border. Has is singular. Army again is collective noun. So, has. Collective nouns always we are using singular verb. There are many rules for subject verb agreement. Right now we are learning only 3 rules. So one more rule I will explain. When we use words like somebody, nobody, everyone, every, none, all, these kinds of words when we are using, with that we always use singular verb. So collective nouns also singular verbs, and with words such as somebody, everybody, nobody, every, all, someone, etc. we are also using is or has or does. These are the verbs to be used along with these words. Now quickly let us go through some examples. Somebody is making a noise. So look at the word which is used here, is. With somebody we will always use is. Everyone has attended the meeting. So with everyone we will use has. Is it clear, my children? So just remember these rules, 3 rules to be learned and very important to be remembered. Singular subject will have singular verb. Collective nouns will have singular verb, and with words such as somebody, nobody, everyone, every, all, none, etc. also we are using singular verb. Now we will quickly do one small exercise, and with that we will conclude today's class. Circle the correct verbs to complete these sentences. The first one is already done for you. One player each from all the 5 teams was selected as the captain. So was is singular, were is plural. So here what is the subject? The subject is one player. So one player is singular, so was is the verb to be used over here. Next sentence, Ruskin Bond's stories are widely read by children. Stories is the subject over here. We are not speaking about Ruskin Bond, but we are speaking about the stories written by Ruskin Bond. Stories is plural, so verb should also be plural, so it is are. Next one, does Priyanka live in Jaipur? Priyanka is singular, so does is the verb to be used over there. Next sentence, Shimla and Gangtok have many interesting places to visit. Shimla and Gangtok. So it is 2 places. 2 places means it is plural. So whenever you are forming subjects with and also we will use plural verb. So Shimla and Gangtok have. Mayank and Puru. Which is the verb to be used here? Do. Do is plural verb. Mayank and Puru, 2 persons. So it is plural subject. So plural verb do. Each student was given a prize. Each, I said with words. Nobody, somebody, every, etc. We will use singular verb. So with each we will use was. These loaves of bread are freshly baked. We are not speaking about bread over here. We are speaking about the loaves. Loaves means what? Pieces. So pieces, loaves is plural. Again verb is plural. Mukesh and his friends, plural subjects. So the verb is have gone on a holiday. Nobody, singular verb should be there, is listening to the song. We, plural pronoun, so plural verb, have covered 4 kilometers on foot today. Do your parents work in the hospital on MG Road? It is plural
subject over here. We are using the word your. Your is always taken, your is always taken as a plural form of pronoun. So it is do. Next one, the trees in the orchard were loaded with mangoes. Trees. Trees is plural. So the plural verb is used, were loaded with mangoes.
Now my dear children, wasn't that a very easy exercise to be done? And I hope you all have understood today's class. Just go through this class more than one time so that you can remember the rules and learn it very well. It's very, very important. Without these rules and sentence construction, your sentence making is going to be completely wrong. So learn it very well. It is very important. I believe that all of you are very happy and safe and sound at your homes. So till we meet again, it's farewell from Nida ma'am. Have a nice day. Thank you.